What is up, everybody? So, lots of buffs. Shakespeare got a huge buff. Now, chat, I'm gonna build up to a topic. And I want to see how long it takes chat to guess what servant I'm building up to. Because the first few servants I'm gonna start talking about is not what I'm leading up to. Okay? So, Shakespeare, right? A lot of battery now, damage for the team, lots of damage for the team, right? Starging up, just really good, right? All around really good. Not Sanson, by the way, although somewhat relevant. You got Qin Gong, right? Also great. You can use Qin Gong with Shakespeare now, right? You've got defense up, damage cut, damage up everywhere, battery everywhere, taunt, crit down, Stargent up, right? There is so much stuff going on here. We have 10,000 art supports now, right? Because Medea needs to be one, apparently, right? So I don't even know where to start with all the... Jufu's awesome, and you got Mozart and Medea now for some fucking reason. And Asclepius, right? And then somehow, 10 years into the game, and mind you, chat, my favorite character's Ku, right? Yeah, a good bit of chat knows where this is going now. My favorite character is Ku, and I like doing low star stuff, right? Now, I wonder what would be nice if your favorite character is Ku, and you like doing low star stuff. I wonder what might be, somewhat useful to the game. I don't know, maybe a fucking quick support, and yeah, Alex is not it, all right? Alex gives you a 20% quick up and like a 16% attack up. That is not a quick support, right? Like, look at Shakespeare, right? Look at fucking Geronimo. Oh my god, fucking you know what, though? The last Ogla quest, I did use Geronimo for it. I don't think it was really necessary, but I Geronimo buffed, Kojiro to kill the dog. And he one-turned it, right? So that was nice. That was a thing. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I've been using Ku forever. And it's weird, because when I'll use Robin Hood, right? You have all these nice budget units to use with Robin Hood, right? And it's great. And then you've got a lot of really good quick units like Ushi and Ku, and they don't have any fucking support. Like, it's just the fuck. 10 years, by 10 fucking years. Oh yeah, and they buffed Waver, which, considering Castoria and everything, fuck it, why not? I actually forgot what they did to Waver, though. Didn't they give him, like, NP damage up or something? I actually totally forgot. I kind of, like, shoved it to the side and was like, but Shakespeare, though. The Shakespeare's buff is, speaking of Shakespeare, we'll, summon that one. NP damage up and OC up, right. Alright, the fuck is this team? What could I possibly have been doing that I would use this team? I can't even imagine. I was probably just doing something stupid, like, I have no clue. I got nothing. It definitely was not the farming for the event. I have to farm XP, oof. Did I do Shakespeare's buff already? I think I did. We could do double Shakespeare here. Now, double Shakespeare and Darius has great synergy with Shakespeare's. He actually had pretty good synergy even before the buff because Shakespeare's NP gain up on the battery would work for Darius's Buster but mini hit count NP, and you generate 50 stars. And obviously having a battery is nice. But now they both have, he's got more battery, and Darius has his own battery and more damage, and Shakespeare gives even more damage. And over the years, I've noticed it's kind of hard for low stars to do some of the, like, AoE extra class bullshit. Like, if you're fighting, like, 3 different extra classes, it was hard for a Berserker to, like, do enough. But it's gonna be a lot easier now, so that's pretty cool. Who to use? I mean, there is Darius, but I don't actually have the... We're literally doing the buff right now, so... Who else did the buff for low stars here? Matahari and Denise Hansen, but that's not gonna help a lot. Yeah, Darius is gonna hit really hard now though, because he does more damage than ever, and Shakespeare gives more damage than ever. So yeah, they did buff Sansa. Why is this playlist just always exploding? I don't get what's wrong. The Armored Core one never blows up. More evidence I need to play Armored Core 6. I want to use a low star here that has some kind of synergy with Shakespeare. Yeah! Oh, I need to actually level his skills now. I've used Shakespeare in like loads of videos and stuff, but I've never really needed to max out his skills because the first one was the only one that really mattered in terms of skill rank, but that's not really the case anymore. I don't really get it. Buster is like getting babied right now. They get all the nice stuff. Especially for, I mean, bro, this is like a joke. I want to sit down and everyone that works on this game and be like, and including Nasu, why isn't there an FP summon quick support? Like, what is going on? Like, 10 years! 10 years! Most games don't last that long. Look at Shakespeare, right? Look at all the things Shakespeare does now. Look at Qin Gong, all the things Qin Gong does. And it's like, why doesn't Quick have that? Like, hello. Yeah, you guys don't have Scatty? And hell, at this point, Shakespeare's kind of better than Scatty. Actually, I think he is better than Scatty. It's more that Quick can be better than Buster in that their NPs obviously refund a lot of, NP per hit. So like Quick Up is inherently better than Buster Up, because Buster Up is essentially only damage up, and Quick Up is also NP gain up, right? But in terms of what like the support's actually offering, I would say Shakespeare's better now. I mean, it depends, because they did buff Scatty to have that 5-turn attack up, which is actually really sick. Scatty's my favorite free-to-play unit. You could kind of say that about Waver because of the free 5-star. They did fear Quick back in the day. I mean, by the way, rightfully, y'all remember this? I said this on Discord like 8 years ago when my Discord was new, that I said, and Scatty didn't exist yet. I said, if you could probably like do the search function and find this, but I said if they ever added a Merlin equivalent to Quick, it's going to break the game. I remember saying that on Discord, and it's because like I was saying, the NP refund and all that stuff, and the Quick toolkits were so powerful. Like the quick damage dealers were so powerful that if you gave them a support like that, it'd break and it did. The second they added Scatty, the game broke, right? You started having all these quick units use their NP and get it back, right? So then they had to match that with Art, and then they had to match that with Buster, and now the game's a joke. Don't we need an ST Quick SSR Archer? I don't even know. I don't really care about the 5 stars. Like, whatever. When I see Quick Archer, I'm like, Billy, let's go. So I must say, Robin was already better than Billy, but my god. Robin's kind of nuts now. Those grailed Robin enjoyers must be thrilled. We'll use him today, too. Dr. Deus, thank you for the, 51 months, dude. And I like the 123. Thank you for the 84 months. We're old as fuck, by the way. Okay, I got that 10, 10, 10. That took a long time. Takes like 2 seconds in Arknights to do that. Same game engine, by the way. I'm never letting that go, just to be clear. It's not like that reminder is going anywhere. Let's give him overcharge up. And while we're here, I might as well get the Zet Bond. They give... It's crazy that your Bond 15s give 25% Bond up. That's a really weird, like, snowball effect, too. Because obviously you have to play the game for a very long time to get a Bond 15. If you remove all the supports from the game, quick teams are the best by far. They build NP quickly while doing damage, plus they have the most broken DPS units. If they made a Merlin for quick, just get help, or God help us all, I think I was trying to say there. Rider Kotoki, Scath. Who the fuck is Foot Bitch? It must have been someone back in the day. Who the fuck is Foot Bitch? Must have been someone they just added. I don't know who that is. It's a long time ago. Who's a quick unit? Like, it has to be a quick unit, right? Yeah, maybe Okita. Yeah, people were really on about that back in the day, actually, so that's probably it. So what happened to low stars? Did they get buffs? Yeah, they got a lot of buffs. I don't even know where to start with that. They buffed Shakespeare really big. They buffed Darius really big. They buffed Sanson, but it wasn't very big. They buffed Robin pretty big. They buffed I would say Medea's buff is really big. It's just she still has a terrible NP. Yeah, I would say every buff was good except Sanson, actually. That does suck. Yeah, they gave, God, I hate them so much. They gave Sanson, insta-death up, and then anti-human insta-death up, which, by the way, will never proc because of the way the game calculates insta-death. It doesn't matter how high your chance is. And then he got 20% NP damage up, which is the worst type. Like, attack up would be better, or buster up would be better. That was shit. Yeah, they made him a gimmick that doesn't work. And then he's racist against a race that doesn't exist. So, that's great. Okay, let's see. So they do 30% battery now, which is a little awkward because we're at 60. This would be a lot better if I had Babbage's passive all the way up and it was at 70. And, like, that's big. That's actually really big. So it really sucks that I don't have that. But hey, I can do this. I guess he doesn't need his buffs because that's plenty. I don't think Drake is human. Yeah, you have Lee, but he's an assassin. So you don't counterclass that, so. I don't think there's ever been an evil human rider that is an actual, like, proper boss fight with, like, real stats and stuff. I don't think that has ever existed. Because, you know, they hate fun, apparently. These guys have no stats. I should have gotten him NP, because he could NP right now. Like, if I use this, that kind of sucks. But fuck it. Everybody has so many buffs, and the enemies are so weak, it doesn't matter. I am glad he got an animation update, though. You know, Ivan didn't have, human. Also, when you fight the mammoth, it's not evil, even though Ivan is, so I like that detail. Alright, time for a big crit, I guess. All the busts are up. Well, this guy's toast. I like how you do damage by Romeo and Juliet kissing. Like, what the fuck? Mammoth was just chilling. Yeah, he's just trying to do his job, man. Why did it keep kicking my ass? Well, you know, lightning. I do want to get this Darius buff. I'm actually pretty curious how this is gonna do. I don't know a good fight. Can we just have Summer 3 challenge quests permanently, please? That would be nice. At least Babbage's animations are better than, you know, Mozart and all that. Leonidas. God, being a Leonidas fan must really hurt right now. Like, you know, if someone's sitting on a 120 Leonidas and they're just like a crying emote, like, just, bro, I don't think our Discord was alone when they were showing off all those low star animation updates during the anniversary, being like, they're gonna show Leo, right? They're gonna show Leo, right? And then when it stopped and there was no Leo, it's just like, oh. Also, I just want to point out that was the hypest moment of the anniversary. I don't think it was close. I think that was really the only time the crowd got really excited. Like that was nice. And then Sanson got the short end of the stick, but you know, what are you gonna do? Yeah, Mozart really needs one. I mean, it sounds like in the interview they're not gonna do it again until next year. They said that's like what they're gonna do now is animation updates for the anniversary. That's what it sounded like. I do think the next batch though would be Mozart and Leonidas, but if we have to wait a year, that's kind of just awful. All right, fine. Yeah, Leo really deserves better than that. I think units like Nursery Rhyme are kind of low on the totem pole because there's still so many units that are day one animations. That the units that are like, a few months in or half a year in and stuff, they're just a lot. What? It's just a ball of. When did we ever fight this? I'm sure we did. But like, when the hell did we ever fight this? I'm sure I just forgot, but yeah, units like Dearmid and stuff, Billy, right, Babbage, they're just less likely to get animation updates right now because there's still quite a few day ones. It Sparkles. Guess we're doing this the old-fashioned way. Probably should have done the attack up. Yeah, I would have killed that guy. Wait, we need to stall. We need to see this thing's NP. This is actually really important. Fuck. I need to... damn it, why do I have to get a hand like this? Really hard not to kill here. Damn it, hopefully there's a sparkle in the next one, because yeah, I don't think there's any way I can avoid killing here. I like how I either have to do a brave chain or a rainbow chain. Or I have to do this to give myself more crit up. Or Buster first to give me more damage, right? So there's like no way to not do damage here. Babbage, you need to do the lowest. No! I want to see this thing's NP so bad. Damn it, he's counterclassing! He had to lose 2 turns. There's just no way. Can't be done. Maybe he lives here, but he won't live a second time. No. Yeah, he's gonna die. I don't know, maybe I got a horrible hand. Nope. Put in slow-mo just in case we somehow don't kill. Hey, look, I have to rainbow chain again, or I have to use multiple Karna cards. Why? What? Bro. There's just no winning here, dude. Karna, I need you to throw, buddy. Don't hit it hard. There's no way. There's no way. Karna, why you like this, man? Karna sit. Oh, good. There's more sparkles. Okay. All right. We need to do the lowest amount of damage, which their game is making it very hard to do that. Like, what the fuck? Don't crit. Don't crit. You crit. Don't kill it. Don't you fucking kill it. Thank God. Okay, now we just blast into the void here. Good thing they get it in 3 ticks. I can't even imagine what this NP is going to be. It's probably going to be lazy, but every once in a while, trash mobs have NPs that are pretty inspired. Why can't I get every time? Like the people that do the least damage is always a rainbow chain. Like you have to do it. Fuck. Or Buster chain. This is the worst. It's very unlikely we're not gonna kill here. Cause someone's gonna fucking crit, I know it. Don't you do it, you fucks. Okay, wait, we might have hope here. Okay. Alright. We got it. Maybe I should have done that because that has attack up on it, but we should be alright. Let's see. We need slow-mo. Alright, that'll do. What the fuck was that? Well, I have to reset. Oh, Jesus. Why did he do that much damage, dude? And he had like no crit chance. That was fairly lazy, but I mean it was all right. It's like I mean it was moving so fast you couldn't see it, so Dragon Ball Z shit there. Good lord, I cannot believe how hard that was. Stargo Burr. Hey, give himself crit up. Oh hi Leonidas, you should have an animation update. Okay, you know, I'm probably gonna kill him. I don't think I cast everyone's buffs, but whatever. I think I forgot to do Karna's. He looks so bad without the helmet. Yeah, I kind of agree. It's not the best. They changed that so much from the original. It's more accurate though. Okay. Casual 300,000. I've got Leo at 100 on my ult, but I'd probably grail him on the main if he gets an animation update too. Like mind games, the NP. Yeah, mental damage. Like putting a play on in your brain to give you trauma. That's like the best way to put it I can think of. Alright, last one. Then we can actually go do shit. Although I don't know what to do because this game. Show off the new waiver. That's a low star, right, guys? There you go, Canis. That's also a low star. So many mystic codes, and only 4 of them are ever worth using. Well, maybe 5 for farming, but there's a few like of the NP charge and stuff for farming. That's good. Waver buff was actually a gong buff. Kind of true. You get that overcharge. It's very good for him. Overcharging Shakespeare is good if you want to get the stun. Can he do 27k without any other buffs? Got attack up, NP up. He's level 65. I'm going to have faith. Medea buff is also a gong buff. That one's very true. You got it. I don't know why Gil is working with a centaur. I get why it's Gil though in a Darius strengthening quest. Like that makes sense, but I don't really get the centaur. I wonder if it's got a clever name. Boy, Canis is buffed the hell up. Get that Stargen just cause. I hope the centaur lives so we can maybe crit, but it's probably not gonna happen. Wow, 575k, 2 targets. No NP buff, by the way. Just need 238,000, that's all. Really? She just needs like 1 million. No problem. Yeah, Waver could be pretty good now. I mean, he was good before. He never stopped being good. Alright, there it is. Already 10 and 10 and all that, so. Where the hell do we use it? I mean, I guess we could do one of these stages with Darius. Let's see, gotta do it anyway. Shin Gong or Shakespeare would be nice. There we go. How double Shakespeare does. I mean, you're not gonna be looping or anything. But you could always Arash the first wave and so on and so forth. You know what? Let's the classics. We haven't used Arash in a while. Let's see. Does he? Oh yeah, he's got his thing. He has every passive, but only the battery one is maxed. In case they have a lot of health. It's so rare Arash gets to do his extra hit. Yeah, boy, when I make a new account, I always level Arash and Spartacus, and yeah, they get the farming done. You know, it's all fine and good when you got all these other fancy options, right? But when you got a new account, that's old reliable. And if you wanted to, you could pick Waver as your free 5-star. I do not suggest that, though, unless you like Waver. You're gonna enjoy the if you're getting into the game, you're gonna have way more fun if you pick a unit you like Achilles or Toria, and you just play that way. You do not need to give a fuck about that. People running the game for themselves, I swear. Okay, 34k, it's no problem. Everyone has battery now, very true. Not Sanson. Still didn't get the bonus hit. Bro, it sucks. You don't really get to see Arash's true damage. Kind of rare. Someone in Cairo's stream the other day was like, hey, I just started the game. Do you have any advice and stuff? So, you know, every once in a while. All right, let's see. How best to do this? You want poor guy. Jesus. You want that Stargen up. Don't think we need any of the other stuff. You can't say I'm wrong. I mean, I think FGO can still be some fun if you play it casually and then you just like enjoy the boss fights in the main story. You know, like Lost Belt 3 Lee, that's a fun fight. But there's a lot of problems, right? You have to go through a filler for like 7 hours, right, until Camelot. It's all filler, 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 filler. It's so easy now too, like unbelievably easy. And most people are gonna quit because of that. They're not gonna make it to Camelot. And if they do make it to Camelot, their support's gonna carry them, right? So to really have fun, you have to like use the support to carry you until you get to Camelot, and then play for realsies, and like don't summon a 120 off your friends list. You know, summon the story support or something. They've got to fix that. It's such a problem now. Like Arknights does a really nice job of like super incentivizing you not to use the friend support. You use it if you get stuck, and then they incentivize you to go back and do it again without the friend support. FGO doesn't do that, which I think is not great, because yeah, the friend supports just make every good fight a joke, and until way later in the game where they're kind of balanced with them in mind, but that's much farther into the game. All right. Fuck it, we don't even need to NP. I don't know why I cast that, but it'll be fine. No need for the star bomb. BBB, let's go. Got 5,000 buster ups. Wow, he lived. That's fucked up, man. Should have grailed to 120. Whoa! Well, ain't that a classic Spriggan? Fucking lives with 500 health and then crits you for almost 16,000. What a guy. Thank you, Guts. Twice as tall as Shakespeare. Yeah, that was definitely a Spriggan moment. I remember the old days where Spriggans mattered. Good times. I don't know what all this is for, but sure. Probably anniversary or something. I keep forgetting to do some of the anniversary quests. It's because it's mostly ordeal call fights, and who gives a fuck about ordeal call fights? That's a lot for a strengthening quest. I mean, that's certainly a choice. Perfect. Is it Angra? You never know. You know, that would have been cool if they had made like a major character in Lost Belt 6 just a Spriggan. In Earth Defense Force, the like strongest AI version of wing divers are called Spriggans. So I don't know why. That's random as fuck, but let's see. Trying to think, like 70. I guess you would use the 75 Arash over the 100 because the next wave might be tougher. So I don't know. Arash might hit harder than Spartacus just because of the overcharge and everything. I think Spriggans are a fairy, aren't they? I know it's an old-timey mythical creature. Which, if it is a fairy, that would kind of make sense with the wing divers, because, you know, they fly. But, you know, that's jet propelled. That's totally different. Dude, I don't get it. Like, Shakespeare's buff is big. Like, it's real big. And then Sanson is just like... Pfft. And Shakespeare was at least somewhat useful before, where Sanson definitely wasn't. Do not understand. Got a hit for 40k. Probably don't need the buff. Doesn't his buff last 3 turns though? Yeah. Wild buff, man. Let's do that NP up first just to see the damage. There's a chance that this would give Buster up too. Hopefully he doesn't kill. Hey, he gave himself art up though. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. Wonder what Darius is gonna hit for here. Yeah, it was 100k each. Darius doesn't have the command codes, but I only get the one guy though. Chat, Darius was already better than Kiyohime. And look, I am not a Kiyohime fan. Okay? Right? I'm like really biased against her. But Darius was already better than her. Like, quite a bit. And then they buffed him. And then they buffed him again. So I'm like, what are we doing here? Now, subjectively, I'm like, fuck yes, because I don't like Kiyohime, but I also have this thing called objectivity, and I know what fairness is, and like, you know, what the hell? It doesn't make any sense. And like, she's pretty popular, so... Kyo fan is here, Green. Oh, hi. He said hi, everyone. Look, I didn't... Oh, 167, all right. He did have an extra buff, though, from a Shakespeare, although he didn't have the command code. And also, Spartacus is a grand, I just realized, where Darius is not. Darius would have been a much better grand choice, though, than Mori. Especially now, with him having the buff. Darius would be a much, much, much better grand berserker. But I'm team Darius, or, sorry, Mori to the end here. Although I like Darius a lot, he's awesome, but I gotta take Mori to, you know, the highest I can and see how he does. The Kyo was in like the top 5 most used 3-stars. And I'm pretty sure that wasn't just for the 10th year. I think that was ever. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was ever. So, you know, and considering that she is inferior to Darius in pretty much every way possible, it shows that she is pretty popular. Does anyone have those pictures again? Because I can't remember the 1-stars at all. I would assume like Spartacus, and then I think Arash, but I don't remember seeing Arash, even though I would think he's on there. I just don't really remember them. I think number 1 3-star was actually Bedivere, and then number 2 was Ku, I think. I'm gonna say this though. Ku is a terrible farming unit. Okay? And most used is gonna be very favored towards farming, right? And the fact that Ku is still on there is really saying something. Because, yeah, he's just not for farming at all. That's just not what the kind of unit he is. And that's kind of why, like, it shows how much more popular Ku is than Caster Ku. Because Caster Ku's great for farming. And he wasn't on the list at all. Yeah, dude, I love how they didn't just say Ku getting a costume. They said specifically the Hawaiian shirt Ku. They're like, yeah, we didn't do Hawaiian shirt for regular Ku because we figured people would like prefer Caster Ku in this game because it's FGO. And I'm like, clearly not, because Ku's used more than Caster Ku, when Caster Ku is like gonna get a huge inflation just from being a good farming unit, right? It's fucking stupid, dude. And there's, at this point, they're just, even if they added it, they're just gonna fuck it up. Because if you notice, they're really, in the old days, they used to add stuff as they were. Like, Shiki looks like she did. Fujino looks like she did. But they don't do that anymore, right? Like, what's her name? Oko, whatever the fuck. Her genes got reduced to ashes, you know? They just don't do it anymore. They just have to fuck it up now. So I have no confidence that they would actually add the costume from Fate Hollow. They'd make it something weird. They're just like about that now. Space Shiki, yep. I mean, I wouldn't say Ku Stage 2 looks like a summer stage, like not at all. Just because you're showing skin doesn't mean it's summer. It doesn't look summer at all. So, most used 1-star is Arash. He's literally number 1. And then, I'm kind of surprised Bunyan's number 2 over Spartacus. But, I figured that's because, like, in the long run, most people kind of stop needing to use low stars, but a lot of people still like Bunyan. So that's, and she is still also good as a low star, so like that's probably why. But Spartacus is 3rd, and then Kojo's 4th, and that's almost purely because he's popular. And then 5th is Asterios, and that's probably because he is legit really useful. There's probably just not enough 1-stars getting used for farming, for when he does get used for challenge quests, for them to outweigh him, I would guess. And some people probably bring him for Bond because they like him. Yeah, under MP is short, that's true. 2 stars, number 1's Hans. That's so, of course. I mean, he's just like the best budget support. I mean, like even now, he's still great. Although Shakespeare is really good now. So we'll see. But the number 2 is Chen Gong, which that's not surprising because he's also an amazing budget support. And then George, because, I mean, literally everyone that is using low stars, if they do any boss fight, George is so common. And then Curse Arm, which that's a little surprising to me, to be honest. He's not that great anymore. Unfortunate. And then 5th is Shakespeare, and that's probably for farming because of the battery. But now that he's buffed, you're probably going to see more Shakespeare. And 3-star Bedevir's number 1, which that doesn't surprise me at all, because, like, 1, he's popular, and then also he is the best free-to-play saber for just like, if you got a Lancer boss, he is the best one for killing it. And then he's pretty good for farming because he does have a battery, and you know, there's plenty of single target stuff for farming, and like battery's the only thing that matters there, and he buffs the team and everything, right? And then with him being popular, like I said, yeah, it really doesn't surprise me that he's number 1. And then Ku's number 2, and that's almost purely because Ku's popular, because I love Ku to death, but he's not good for farming at all. You know, no battery, nothing like that. And then 3 is Kiyohime, which also is almost purely for popularity because she's not good for farming either. Because she's inferior to like Spartacus and Darius and all that. I mean, she's okay for farming, but like, there's no real reason to use her. But yeah, it's only because popular. And then Robin. Robin's probably because popular too, to be honest, because also not, I mean, now he's good for farming, but he wasn't before. And then fucking, what's her name? Uriel, which it's, I don't even know why. I guess she's kind of popular too, because you don't fight like charmable males that are archers or sabers and berserkers that much. So it's probably just because popular. And then when you do fight those, a lot of people use her. So yeah, 4 stars is Herc, which of course it is. Like I mean, to this day, people put Herc in the back row just in case. Like every challenge quest ever. It's still a very common thing to do, and he's popular. And then Lancelot 2nd, he's also popular, and he's very good for farming. Even now, a lot of people still do, like, scatty Lancelot bullshit. Like, I still do that sometimes. Emiya, and then, because popular and okay for farming. And then Nitocris, and that's surely for farming. No offense to for the 9 Nitocris fans. I'm just saying, the fact that she can double NP with, like, no effort at all is, like, crazy good for farming. So, obviously, that's why she's getting used so much. And then Tamcat, which... I don't know why Tamcat's on there. That's super random. I guess she's okay for farming, and I guess she maybe is kind of popular. I don't know. If I had to make a guess of who the 5th most used 4-star was, I wouldn't have picked Tamcat. I'm just saying. She was my first gold servant. Yeah, I'm sure some people have that kind of reason. Got that music though, man. I would assume they didn't count MASH. I don't know if he said that, but I would imagine MASH was not counted. And they didn't do 5 stars because they said it basically was the same when they showed the like most used servants by year. It was like waiver for almost every year until Castoria got added. It said it was pretty much the same thing. It was just like waiver, Scatty, Castoria. I'd imagine Merlin, and so there was like no point in showing it. Yeah, I imagine Mash has been used a lot. Like she, every account has her no matter what. You have to bring her a lot, by the way. Like to be fair, like, you literally are forced to bring her a lot. And then she doesn't have a team cost, right? So, and then now she's got her new 5-star version or whatever, which is like super strong, so. Oh, they did a 120. This is getting a little bit more accurate, because y'all do remember when they did the top 120s before, and I said this is not going to be accurate in the long run, because it was too recent, and most people didn't have 120s yet. Because what it looks like now is a lot more, well, Chin Gong is the most 122 star. Oh my god, that's I mean, not to be fair, I've thought about doing that too, actually. Wow, that fucking the fucking weeb guy is a top 4-star. That might be recency bias though. Shiki. Oh hell, Shiki's up there though. That's nice to see. Jesus, that's so silly. That's crazy though that Chin Gong is the most 120. I mean, I guess Chin Gong is kind of popular, and then he's also good for farming. So I did that. Yeah, I guess so. It is funny whenever I see this, because I'm always this has always been an issue with me in life. But I get it, because I can actually look outside myself. Crazy concept, but I'm not memeing in any way. For my entire life, I have never related to main characters in anything ever, like at all. Like I never ever relate to main characters, and I normally find them pretty boring, right? And I normally am just like kind of automatically ignoring them at this point in my life, because I'm so used to it now. And so when I'll hear like Blaze Blue fans talk about who their favorite character is, and so many people are like Ragna, who's the main character. I'm just like, what? I'm just like, what? Right? But that it's actually really normal, right? Like like some of the most popular anime characters ever is fucking Saber and like Lelouch, right, from Code Geass, right? Like all the time, right? They're so popular. And, like the Bleach main character and stuff like that. And I'm always just like, that's so boring, I don't understand. But yeah, it really is just how most people are, right? Most people relate to the self-insert or whatever is the most screen time, or what is like the teenage angst, MC, or whatever it is, right? Whatever, like the mainstream as fuck things are the popular things. That's why they're mainstream, you see. Yeah, Armoro in Gundam. Yeah, people like hate on Kira, but he's unbelievably popular, like unbelievably popular. And yeah, it's just funny because like a lot of the main characters are on that top 120 list, right? Like Shiki, Artoria, the Fate Samurai MC, right? Like there's a lot of that. That's just very common that people are like that. But yeah, for my whole life, it's just been very bizarre because I've always found like the typical MC to just be super boring. I just don't care about it. And, like I'm so used to that, right? That whenever I see the opposite, it's like, oh shit. But yeah, I get it. I'm lived long enough that I know why. Shin was pretty lame until the movie. That was like, the movie was kind of dumb because they like invented a new bad guy and then deleted the bad guy. It was like such a self-contained thing. It was there was no depth. There was no depth in the Gundam Seed movie at all. But it I swear to God, they played Devil May Cry 5 and were like, okay, well they salvaged Nero, so we have to do that to Shin. Because like I swear that whole movie was like propaganda to make Shin not lame, right? I mean, for the most part it worked. I think Shin was a lot better in the movie. That was like the best thing about the movie, but he was pretty annoying in the anime. Gundam Seed is such a poorly managed IP. It's actually the most popular Gundam. A lot of Gundam fans hate that, but to this day, it's the most popular Gundam. And like its sales back in the day were just nuts, and like the model sales and stuff are just crazy high. But it was managed terribly, and some of it was bad luck, because the creator's wife died, and then he just stopped like creating for an incredibly long time, and that's super understandable, right? But between that and then also Destiny was just kind of a dumb like cash grab, right? It was a very shallow cash grab. Like, really, Destiny is a very shallow sequel. And then the movie is very shallow, and all the manga is really shallow, right? So like everything after the first season was just very shallow, quick, and cash grabby. So they haven't really like used the IP well and like thought about it. Like how UC sometimes gets side stuff that's actually really good, right? Sometimes. Seed never does. So that's kind of how all his wife died. And it was at the height of Seed's popularity, because. So they did Gundam Seed Season 1, Season 2, and they were going to make a movie, but then his wife died, and then they canceled it because of that. And then Seed, and because they were not planning on stopping Gundam Seed at all. They were just like, wow, this thing's unbelievably popular. We're just going to just roll with it, right? Because, I mean, it was just so popular. But yeah, his wife died, and he was done for a long time. And I think they're going to have a really hard, they're trying to bounce back now, but I don't think it's going to work because, again, most of what they've made was really shallow. That wasn't the original. And because it has been a while, I don't think they're gonna be able to bounce back that well. If they wanted to bounce back, they need to make like something with some real oomph behind it. Man, you'll be able to double NP with Darius kind of easily in the right context. Because there's no point in holding back all this battery and what though. Just fucking murdered her. She's got 200k. Chat, why does her green skin not have the hat? And then why does it have poofy pants? Why did they do this? Like, just normal pants, hat, right? It'd be amazing, but no. Absolute waste of green. FGO really is on about the poofy pants. They really like that for some reason. They like poofy pants and then like heels that aren't heels. I don't know why, but like that's just everywhere in this game. Oh, and stilts. Let's not, they're also really big on stilts for some reason. Oh yeah, and, you know, you're right, stupid sleeves. Yep, no, they definitely have a lot of stupid, like right here we have stupid sleeves. Yeah, Avenger Ushi probably does have the... I don't know, there's some poofy fucking pants in this game, and I'd have to look. But they're definitely up there. I mean, some of the designers are actually pretty grounded. Right? Like, because there's a decent amount of servants that are pretty grounded designs, but there's a lot that are really extravagant and extra and, like, VTuber stuff, and everyone's trying to stand out. I'll give it to, because they get a lot of hate. The writer of like Blue Fragments, and they did I think London and stuff. A lot of their they did Septum, but they generally have pretty grounded designs, like the stuff they have input on. Like their stories, the designs that are made for their stories, they're normally they've done enough stuff that I can see that that's a trend, that they like stuff being more like normal. They basically like things that are normal but still a bit anime, right? If you look at like all the Fate Lost designs, you know, like Odin and Thor and all of them, they're anime, but they're so much more grounded, right? Same with like Lagartha and Ragnar and all that. They're not nearly as out there as some of these designs. Like, man, I love Avicii Braun to death. Like, I'm such a fan of his character. He's like my absolute top for Fate characters, but why does he have to have stilts? Like, why though? I will say he pulls it off better because it's kind of like this whole inhuman, like augmented body puppet thing, you know, because his body's fucked up. So he pulls it off, I think, a little bit better, but it still looks silly to me. At least the VC Braun's got a cool mask that helps. I forget to do this daily summon all the time. really, like, if we're being logical, a VC Bronze design is incredibly dumb. Now, again, because of, like, the golem, you know, augmented stuff, it makes more sense. But, like, he's wearing a mask with no eye holes. Right? Like, and he's got the extreme stilts. Like, yeah, and he's got spikes on a cape. Like, what are we doing? Like, brother. Now, you know, I love him anyway, but like, holy fuck, the man looks like a clown, dude. Very, very circus looking. Yeah, very, and blurple. Let's not forget that. This cape is pretty damn blurple. But I love him anyway. You know, such a fan of his character. But yeah, he do be looking a bit silly. But like you can see, you know, his legs aren't like, you know, biological anymore, right? They're like rock golem stuff. That's like the whole shtick. Yeah, who does have the dumbest pants? There's a lot of options there. It might be Avenger Ushi. Those are pretty out there. And she's got like a toilet paper roll on her belly. Like, what the fuck? Oh, Galatea, I forgot about her. Holy hell, yeah, that really is. Oh my god, Caster Gill's pants are fucking horrible. They're not the poofiest, but they're still horrible. There's a reason I use his summer skin. Holy fuck, you're not kidding. I hate this so much. Bro, again, Gil's awesome, but this is not it, my friend. Like, first off, we've got baby blue, super like dark blue, like navy blue, gold, tan, red, different navy blue somehow, like, oh, and then white. Like, what the fuck? Like, literally, what the fuck? And like, this just looks so stupid. I mean, this is a lot like Ushi. It looks like your clothes got sent through a blender. It's pretty bad. I would actually say this is probably worse. I mean, it depends on which Ushi. There's quite a few to pick from at this point, but looks good to me, for real. I don't know. I don't know why. You know, if someone likes it, good for them, but yeah, I am not a fan. Yeah, this is one of my least favorite drips in the game, I would actually say. Just does not work. I never like and look, I'm not one of these people that's like, oh my god, human skin gives you eye cancer. That's not it. This just looks stupid. Like it looks like you have like some kind of bag that is broken and you put it on your pants for some reason, right? Like this is just not it. Like, if you want to show leg, that's fine, but then don't do whatever that is. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, Gramps. Being asymmetrical can be good. It can be. It's not good by default. Just, it depends. Repurpose sweater after your cat got it. Yeah. I mean, holy fuck, dude. Ushi is just... Again, it's not about showing skin. It just looks stupid. Where the hell is Ushi? Oh, yeah, also using skin. Which still looks ridiculous because we've got red, white, purple, gold, green, blue, different purple. I guess burgundy, if someone's gonna be... actually, it's magenta. Is it, I don't think this gold is the same as that gold. So, I mean, it's basically just, you know, the rainbow again. Color for everyone, indeed. She has, like, the same... Oh, my God, this is just horrible. This is just... It's just... Bro, and, like, look at this. It's like her pants aren't long enough. Right? Not only does she have... She's, like, combining. She's comboing. Right? She has the ridiculous whatever the fuck Caster Gill thing going on, but then it's also poofy, and it's not long enough. I mean, this looks so dumb, and then I know it's for, like, training or whatever. It's, like, that's a whole Tengu thing, right? That's, like, never mind F-Go. That's always been a thing, but it still looks dumb, okay? Like, Jesus Christ. And she's got the dumb sleeves. Like, and she has the dumb sleeves. Why are her gloves a completely different color? I swear to God. Someone help this woman. Yeah, I swear, Caster Gill looked at Ushi and was like, I need to do that. Man, I don't give a fuck about these. I guess this one's Durga. Which one is this? Because chat was like just making no sense about which fight with Durga this was. It was crazy the bullshit people were saying. And I don't think it's that hard. You've got like the fight where she's a blueberry, and then you have the fight where she's not a blueberry. I mean, it's like, how complicated is this? Also, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. I don't think it's the final Durga fight because then you would have Kama Force on the team.
Very good.
This can't be the... How can this possibly be the final fight? Because that one made you bring Super Kama. Oh yeah, it's because... Look, chat. No. Look. Don't get cute with me. Don't get fucking cute with me. Get the three face... None of the three face... None of that, okay? I don't give a shit about Durga or Kale, okay? It's the same fucking character. It's a different ascension. Don't even start. Do not start with the semantics, okay? Like when you say final Durga fight, that's just stupid. All right, don't even start with me. I'm super cute. I like how it's Spurgus best girl, which has nothing to do with what we're talking about. She's decently popular though. How many people here picked Burger as Grand Saber? I'm curious. Let's see it. There's surely a some. Okay, we have one. We got one. I think Cairo picked her too, actually. So we'll count that one. I almost did, but did Bedivere. Okay, I think anyone can appreciate that, to be fair. I didn't, unfortunately. We have quite a few that like, I almost did it. There's a lot of I almost did it, but not a lot of people actually committing here. Look, I went with Mordred, okay? And I'm completely okay with this. Double Grandberg. What do you have like an alt account? My alt did wait, what did my... Oh, I did Gwaine. I did Gwaine on my alt. Which also totally good with that one. So we got like 4 or 5 people. We got a few. I figure that's more than most names I could throw out. It was between Void Cheeky, Bedivere, and Burgerfest. Void Cheeky. Oh man. Oh Jesus. What a character. Yeah, I've seen a lot of speaking of grands, we got Grand shortstop, what the fuck is her name? Gareth, that's the one. I have not seen a single Grand Gilles de Rez, which that's very disappointing, to be honest. Let's look at the Saber tab right now. Wow, this guy's committed. He's got Gareth, Lancer, and Saber is the Grand. I think they're both 120. Yeah, this guy is on a mission. Some people aren't slotting their Grand. Yeah, no, that's the same. That's right, you got the 3 per. Lancelot, that's a unique one. I respect it. Obviously, I'm not shocked by that one. Beastly, big fan. There's actually not a lot of Grands here, though. Yeah, there's the Betty he was just talking about. Of course, we have our ace. Of course, he's fucking Santa Carna. Okay, Mordred. Respect it. That would have been so good, dude. That would have been so good. Caesar. Dude, anybody here, anyone here that big of a Chad with a Grand Caesar? Like, man, I'd respect that so much, dude. Cap'n might do it. I could see that. Cap'n's only on NA, but I could see him doing it. That's an interesting one. That one fun. Oh, hey, Rama. That's a super unique one. Looks like Fishy doesn't have one yet. And then there's the randoms. Of course, I like how the randoms are the twins in fucking Artoria. Yeah, but yeah, I respect Rama. It's good. Anyway, let's see. I did this with Enkidu back in the day. There's always Q. What, didn't this boss do something weird at the end? I have a memory, this, at the, like, final health bar, I think this boss did some kind of bullshit, There's always Q, of course, but I do that a lot. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of Grand Sabas out there. Oh, quick charge and remove your buffs. Yeah, that's fucking trial and error right there, dude. God, that's so trial and error. What the fuck is wrong with them? So you're gonna want a gut CE then. Might not be able to use chat's units. Might have to use one of mine. That's unfortunate. I mean, I could do Enkidu again, but like, I think that's kind of pointless. Could do a budget team because we got all these new budget units. Although they're not, none of them are really relevant to this. Guys, debuff Sanson, that'll help. I guess they did buff Baldy, but that is not it. Yeah, I guess we could do Ku. That's gonna be weird though, because I think Ku will have to bring a gut CE, and that is just awful for the way he plays. That the amount of diminishing returns is like insane with that. Like, holy fuck, that's messed up. I mean, maybe you can get away with not doing it. It depends on how hard the boss hits. I don't know who the hell you're talking about. I read that as Hawkman. And for that, which I'm going to change the question to, I do, because who doesn't use Hawkman, right? Oh, extra MC. No, I've actually never used them ever. I don't think I've ever put them on a team, ever. I know what they do, but I don't think you have to use them in the story, right? But in terms of like other than that, I don't think I ever used them. They were pretty bad in my opinion. I mean, they're like good enough that, you know, if you want to use them, they're not gonna like they're not like using Phantom of the Opera, right? It's not that bad, but there wasn't a whole lot of reason to use them. A lot of upgrades and animation updates for low stars. Let me see what I did for Enkidu. I want to see if there's any way you can do this without a Bond CE or Gut CE, because their Gut CEs are normally great, but they're so shit on Ku. I used a Gut CE on Enkidu, so that you probably have to do it. Bow, you'd have to have buff removal resist to not. Let me do command codes here. Let's see. I don't remember what this boss does, so like maybe this is good, kind of doubt it. Let's see. There's always anti-divinity. Probably anti-servant. Kind of funny that the anti-divinity is Enkidu. So, didn't Fate Extella Link make a costume for Ku where it was black instead of blue for the jumpsuit? Because that's an improvement, I would say. Look, Ku's the best. I mean, he's literally the best, all right? Best character. But that fashion, whew, pretty low. I'm gonna be pissed if this boss stuns and I unequip this. Alright, well, we might as well just see what boss do. This game sucks. I love that team name. Kurtsugu's a fun Grand Assassin. I really like targeted guts. I think it's super useful. That's like the whole problem with the game. That's why I don't like all the meta supports. Because the meta supports make it so the X gameplay is just always the best all the time. And that's just NP looping, you know, and the you win before your Mystico defensive is gone, and then like your hard support defensive is gone, and like then the fight's over. So like you don't need things like a taunt and all that. Oh fuck, I forgot. Let's see, get some bullshit here. It's been so long, I don't remember what any of this does. Whatever. Hopefully the fight's not that hard. I think Enkidu had to actually work, you know, play properly. Oh, thanks, game. Yeah, I really need that double evade right now. Big stars. You'll get the NP no matter what. Pretty bad opening hands there. No crit either. For a second there, I thought she wasn't gonna kill. I guess I just throw this out now. Now I'll save it. The attack up's nice, but it's not that nice. Guess that. She doesn't have any gimmicks, we'll break. Yeah, I like the tree one too, though. Huh, we must have some kind of damage down. Okay, wait a fucking minute here. That's not right. But that one was just really funny because of the intro. It was a fun fight too, because like there was some really neat under the hood stuff you could do there that I think a lot of people won't notice. Like the turn that Angry Boy dies is the turn the tree NPs, so the tree has less actions per turn, so it's very unlikely to buff remove you. You can do shit like that. Because when it has its NP, it must use one of its actions on the NP. I don't think Kurotsugu needs an animation update that bad. Like, if he got one, you know, sure, but, you know, compared to, like, Mozart and all that. I know what Hex is writing. I love that emote, though, because it's so different than, like, a typical noted emote. It's more like they're docking your pay. It's like they're taking a note of your fuck up. I guess I could cast this just for the attack up, but it seems dumb as fuck. And I don't know what any of this does, so that's crazy. She must have something lowering our damage. There's no way we don't do 300k normally. Could do a rainbow chain, I guess. Just way less stars that way. Oh, 190, like what? I guess we don't have the attack up, it kind of makes sense. Maybe I'm too used to fighting berserkers. Just get your NP back, sure. This game is so dumb. It used the PFA evade before the time limited evade. That's so dumb. That is so dumb. Holy shit, that's dumb as fuck. And now we're neutral. Oh yeah, and she heals 20k. That's pretty rough. Maybe I should have done that. Does this even do anything? I guess not. Let's see. Damage is pretty important. Damn, if I'd done the attack up last turn, we would have broke there, which would definitely have been worth it. Probably worth it to get rid of the defense down. Oh no, if she quick charges, it won't be. Oh my god, breaking last turn's so much better because then the quick charge goes into the void because she would already have had her NP. Chat, I know it's really generic to say. I guess this is a rare time of a main. Well, I guess he's not a main character. Anyway, Rusty's awesome. I'm just saying, Rusty's is super awesome. Good times. It's funny, I've watched some streamers, play AC6 back when it came out, and everybody liked Rusty. Like, I don't think I saw anybody that didn't like Rusty, man. Do I MP just for the stars? I guess so. But yeah, goddamn, Rusty's awesome, dude. I prefer Walther. Well, I like Walther too. You know who I really like is 620. That guy took one for the team, man. I like Iguazu. Yeah, I mean, Iguazu's awesome too. I mean, AC6 cast is just amazing. Like, Carla's awesome. I think I'm serious though. I think my favorite is Snail. Like, he's just you can't be more memorable than that, dude. Okay, no, I should have removed the defense down. That would have saved me a lot of life. Actually, I want to, just for science, I want to see. Let's see if it prevents me from dying. Even though the worm was a gimmick, it's still my favorite fight. It was a gimmick, but it was still fun. Like, you have to work to land the shot and stuff, so it's still some actual gameplay. I don't know what my favorite boss was, though. The game was just so good. Like, start to finish, love that game. I have to say this, though. Like, I love Rusty. Rusty is, like, just so great. But Joshua O'Brien, I like better. Which is the character he's kind of modeled after from Armored Core 4. Like, O'Brien is the OG, man. And they got, like, the AI based on him in Armored Core 5, and it's just very interesting stuff. Alright, let's see if that defense down made a significant difference or not. Fate Zero is good. I like it a lot. I don't know what brought that on, but I agree. Fate Zero is goated as fuck. So far, I have to say, I think Fate Zero is better than Fate Strange Fake. Fate Strange Fake is great, but it's not been sticking the landing. The last few books have just not been great. So yeah, I think overall Fate Zero is gonna take the cake. We'll see though. It's one of my favorite anime. I do think the anime is kind of inferior to the book, but because they took out Enkidu and all that, but it's still really good. Yeah, well, it did. So I fucked up earlier, not doing the thingamajig. Interesting. I wonder if this gives battery. No crit glorp shit. Yeah. Yeah, you could die there, it's possible, but I think overall it's more likely that you live by removing the defense down. Like, it's good enough that it's worth doing. It does, but it's 10%. Alright, not worth. Yeah, I don't know why I was kind of thinking it might, but just kind of had a memory of that. Oh, you could. It'd be probably worth it to bring that thing that gets rid of NP up, because you get that Buster defense down. It's pretty nice. Oh, this might be pretty hard though, because she has guts, so this is gonna be tough. It shows how good Enkidu is against Divinity, because you know, Enkidu did it at 90. Yeah, when enemies are divine, man, Enkidu is just crazy strong. Did they just quick charge twice in a row? Yeah, we might be boned here. That's a lot of anti-coup there. Because see, like, Enkidu doesn't care about Pierce and vulnerability because Enkidu has survivability through stun. So, you don't really give a fuck. I will say, though, we are about to do a lot of damage. Quick or rainbow? That's tough. You must proc the guts this turn, so I'm gonna say rainbow. I think you put art last because it's higher crit. And you know, if you do happen to loop your NP, great. Be in PB for all time's sake. Yeah, it's not it anymore. Why is her guts gone? You bitch! Hold on, we gotta science this. I'd have to do this again if I was making a video. There's way too much, I'm having to... I'm trying to trial and error this. I'm trying to think, I think this is one of those rare times you don't NP. I've seen this has actually happened like 4 or 5 times throughout my time playing FGO, where the correct play is don't get their health low. Get it low enough that you can one-shot them and then do that. That's happened several times. I've seen enough. Ku needs a buff. They're gonna buff Ku, by the way. I swear it's gonna happen. Can they just add roast beef, by the way? Talking about Dust of Osiris and all that shit. Can we just get roast beef, please? Like, she's awesome. She's like the best thing about Melty Blood. And they're like, you know what? We're gonna not put her in the sequel, and then we're not gonna, you know, use her in anything ever again. Because MASH. I'm telling you, that's why. It's literally because of MASH. Some bullshit, I say. We're gonna have to science this a bit, because if you do too much damage, it's gonna fuck everything up. But you have to do enough damage, so we'll let's fuck around for a minute here. I bet you that's too much. I bet you it's 50%. Eh, maybe not. Maybe it's 25%. Yeah, I'm not sure what the threshold is. But like, there's a lot of bosses like that where they do a survivability thing. Wait, what? Her Pierce and vulnerability wears off too, huh? Boy, you could really fuck with this boss fight. God, that makes Enkidu so good here though, because you stun her through all the temporary buffs, and then you just use his evade again. And it's like, I win. Oh, Enkidu, what a guy. I think here you do quick because the crits are so much higher. I know we may not kill here. We kind of fucked up because I cast the Mystic Code buff when I shouldn't have. Very winnable, but yeah, I think I just messed up. Yeah, you can't cast the Mystic Code buff there. Yep, that definitely would have made 35k. Just for science, let's see if a rainbow is enough. I don't think a rainbow would be enough. But yeah, you have to do the attack up when you actually NP and not the turn before, so. So Ku can do it, but yeah, you gotta play spot on. By the way, I do this for almost all my solo videos now because it takes less time. is you do like a trial run where you kind of figure out, you know, what to do on what turn and what the boss does, and then you start over and then you do it for real. That's like, oh, I almost always do that. What about Proto-Ku? He needs a new animation update. The one he got sucks. If they buff Ku, they might do something really weird. I think they'll do something like bizarre as fuck. Either that or battery. Yeah, I don't think this is winnable because I whiffed the attack buff. I don't know, you might win if you just like bullshit crit here, then you might win anyway. But yeah, you definitely want the attack up here. Wow, we didn't crit with either. Okay, I don't know if I want to actually do it again because now I'm just gonna do the exact same thing, but I'll do it, you know, where the shit makes sense. But because yeah, you can see if you have the attack up, you'll win there. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else I want to try it with though. There's Ku and Kidu, but we already did it in Kidu. I guess there's Scath. I don't think she's as good as in Kidu here though, because her NP gain is so much worse. Her damage is just gonna go into the void. So it's like more damage than you need. But she still has stun, which is really good. They did buff Berserker Ku. They gave him buffed NP and Pierce Invulnerability, Armor Ignore, and all that shit. Oh, yeah, I think he, like... Does he remove buffs? I don't remember. I thought he got Armor Ignore. Baldy, I don't think got that at all. If anyone's got a Lancer they want to try here, though. Oh, yeah, wait. Bro, I thought I had to, like, cancel the app and all that if we win, but it doesn't. These are actually repeatable, so it doesn't. I'm so used to that shit, dude. But yeah, you... It's fine. If we win, it's not, like, gone. Although it will be gone forever because of this fucking game, but... Let's see. Having guts here really helps for sure. Could change these. You don't necessarily need the stars on this one. Some utility stuff you could bring that might help. I don't think she is human. I don't remember. Maybe she is, but I don't think so. If she is actually, then the guild one won't work. That'd be weird. I think she's just a servant like normal. See you, Red. Hold on, let me get water. Hey, the only other unit I have that would really make sense here is Scath. Yeah, I guess maybe Canis could do it. I mean, yeah, she does have guts. She's definitely got damage. We could try that. If Zaw's here, we might need to use his though, because like gut CE equip really helps, and his is 120. I really want a reason to use Shakespeare and Darius, but I don't think any of these stages are going to give us that reason, even though I can think of so many stages throughout FGO's time where like an AoE Berserker was the thing. I think you don't cast PFA. I'm pretty sure that's the right decision here. Yeah, for some reason red is the most used name for colors here. You'd think it'd be blue. But I think blue is only blue note, I think. And then there's green, can't read this. Absolute slander. You probably could cast Guts at the start, and then you'd probably get it back. That's some min-maxing that's kind of hard to figure out. Breaking this turn would be really nice. 20-60-60. There you go. There you go. And then giant ass extra. Yeah, I'm too used to fighting berserkers, so you get the extra attack up. Okay, that is a little concerning. That's where you probably need to bring a heal command code, because you want to be at full, and this heal's not enough. Do you want to stun here? She gets like debuff immune, but I don't know if she's immune to stun or not. Man, I should have scienced that last time. Anti-Berserker is a diabolical passive. True! It's so good though. Like, it is crazy how good Ku is at killing Berserkers. Do you stun here? I don't know. I'm gonna say yes. Now, last time we needed a rainbow chain, but now we have 100% crit, but it's probably the rainbow chain. Uh-oh. That wasn't as good as I would have liked. Let's see. Okay, stunning there may not have been the play. Probably not. A little bit of live and learn there. Speaking of Joshua O'Brien earlier, this is his boss theme. Just for like the story and everything, it's one of my favorite boss fights. Yeah, I don't have as much HP as last time. I could have fixed that with command codes, though. That might screw me over. We'll see. There have been some mistakes made. Yeah, and the stun definitely wasn't right. Exactly 50 stars. Yeah, you really have to live here, so bringing in a Mystic Code is probably worth. Actually, you know what's worth? Getting rid of the NP ups. It won't be hard to live here if you use the thing that removes NP up. she'll do way less damage. Wow, she crit. Yeah, I think you have to do that, actually. That's so lame, though, if she crits like that. But yeah, if you remove the NP up, it won't matter. I wish the game's UI wasn't garbage, so doing this kind of thing didn't take an hour and a half. Oh my god, this game, dude. It's the most convoluted UI of all time. I think it's the hat. Oh, you can have 2 of it. Interesting. I wonder if that's worth it. You need to remove that many. Hard to say. Guess I'll try it. You do get a debuff. I don't think you really need to, but I don't know. I don't need stars that much. Honestly, I don't think FGO is dying anytime soon. You know, it's run like crap, but they make a lot of money, so I don't think it's like even close to dying. And the FGO 2 could potentially be a lot better because it could be coded a lot better, but they're not gonna make FGO 2, and whatever like other Fate game they make in the future, it's gonna have gear in it, right? So it's gonna be bad. But yeah, it's not dying anytime soon. I don't know why people get on about that stuff though. Like, I don't like Limbus Company, right? I don't want it to die though. It's kind of a weird thing people get like obsessed with. And Limbus Company is certainly a video game. Should have swapped that card placement around. I'd rather have the stars here. If I'd gotten a better opening hand, I could have broke right there. Oh, I should have brought a heal. I forgot. I mean, it'll probably be okay, but... Slip me mind. So, I have... The only reason you stun here is if you think she's immune to stun later, which, I mean, she might be, because I saw she had debuff immunity, but that might just be charm and shit. I mean, I guess you do it. I don't know, I'm kind of whiffing the defense down. No reason to NP here. Do I want to remove that NP up? I doubt I need a triple crit. I should have put the quick card last, actually. No, I just failed, I think, a 90% crit, by the way. 90%'s real tempting. Like, this thing gets to stay, but... I mean, you could just crit with a 50, right? I mean, it's a coin toss, right? And technically the 90 could fail, and then I'd really lose my mind. Could put the art card last. Gotta get her, because you could potentially loop. Well, I'm making some questionable decisions right now. Yeah, you could remove 2 next turn. Just depends on like what kind of hand you got. Also, I can't help but notice that that didn't crit. No, we did loop though. Okay, I'm about to say. Don't make a liar out of me. We fucked something up. I think we're supposed to... Oh, yeah, we're supposed to stun now, I think. Because now I'm gonna get hit. That's not great. Mistakes have been made. Why is the higher crit always on the other one, though? Like, every fucking time, dude. Like, can't the hat get it for once? Maybe I should have put the hat on the art card, I swear. This is fucked. Bro. Fuck it, just get lucky. We gotta redo this, though. I think we messed up too much. Because you're not supposed to get hit before the NP. Man, we could have broke there. At least we have the defense up, but... wow, she double crit. That is so ass! Need the damage. We have so much Buster up though from those Buster defense downs. Yeah, I could, man, I should work in a heal because I'd be at full health if I did. Oh, she doesn't drain all your NP. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I can see Dante's being good here because of the stun. I think stun is just super good for this fight. Wow, she did way less damage though. No, actually she did almost the exact same damage. Yeah, wait a minute. No, she did less. She did 11k before. It's just that my health is lower. So she gets Pearson vulnerability. I don't know when though. I kind of forgot. I know 98%. This is tough. You can't really cast this here. I think we lose because of that 98%. I have a feeling. Because if I do this now, I get my NP. But the thing is, the damage only matters when you go from half to death. So I think we're fucked. I don't think there's any way to fix that. Yeah, I think we're screwed. We'll see. Green background. Just say nice green grass. Green trees. She looks so weird, by the way. I'm just saying, like, What a weird fucking design. Walter, by the way. Ending 1 is the best ending. Man, when I first played Armored Core 6, I did not think that's where I was gonna land, where I think ending 1 is the best, but I really am in ending 1 is the best. Like, fuck the coral, dude. That shit is fucked up. Oh, she actually loses this here, so I guess we're fine. You just don't NP here? Because you could maybe loop here, but tricky. All Mine did nothing wrong. That's bullshit. that is a lot of bullshit right there. Oh wow, the stun comes back. I didn't realize that. I don't know if it works though, because she might just be immune. I'm not really sure. Interesting. She's immune like 1 time for 3 turns. I wonder what it's immune to though. Interesting. You probably Rainbow. This has been a really weird solo. You have to kill here, I think. Yeah, there you go. That's weird, because we have way more value this time because the stun comes back. I guess it's because I didn't, I think before we used PFA when she did Pierce Vulnerability. I think that's why we have way more value. Huh, that was weird. That was harder than I thought it would be though. I actually had to like figure that the fuck out. It's because she goes neutral and then you know, Pierce Vulnerability, buff removal, right? There's a lot of nonsense there. That was more interesting than I thought though. Off memory, I didn't think it was like anything too crazy, but yeah, it's actually pretty wild. So what the fuck are these two? Alter ego. When was there ever an alter ego that was alone? That's like before OC. Oh, Doorman Tree, man. That one was, I guess it was kind of fun to, didn't we like fuck around with that one a bunch actually? That one actually was kind of, because we had to pick something to make it harder. Wasn't it like we used the class that wasn't good there or something like that? Yeah, we could use someone's Burgess if they want. I remember we used it for like testing a class that wasn't actually that good there, so I don't quite remember. I remember we got so meta about it. Like we did it so many times. I knew like I think you needed like anti-stun, the anti-stun command code. I think the maybe it was anti-card seal. Was that even out though? Oh my god. I think it was like if you get the wrong card got sealed, it was just fucked. But yeah, you could use the anti-card seal command code now. And I think you might need the anti-stun one too. I don't fucking remember. There was some weird shit in this one. Any burger enjoyers in chat? We could always use the tank. Okay, yeah, we don't have to be a grand, right? I'll give Beastly a second. We might need to change the command codes. I know there's like card seal, so there's the like I almost said it, but the Caneth CG looking command code, right, is the one that does card seal block or petrify block or whatever the hell they call it. And then we might need stun, anti-stun as well, but I don't remember the fight that well. I remember there was like a whole gimmick here that we really figured out, and then, like if you followed the formula correctly, you were in really good shape. But yeah, I don't fucking remember. Yeah, immobilization is like, oh yeah, I'm wrong. Yeah, we need the mirror that we had back in the day. It's just the mirror. The Caneth looking one is anti like NP seal skill seal. Yeah. Because yeah, immobilize is charm, stun, all that, and card seal for some reason. Yeah, it's the mirror, the TAM mirror. There's too much shit in the game now. It's hard to remember. Oh yeah, someone was asking, like this gets asked all the time, what's the deal with the Caneth GG? But it's like, it's not even that hard to kind of figure out because, you know, back, I guess people don't think about the timeline, but Canis used to, I have to be really careful with my words here. Canis used to, one, not be playable, right? There was an incredibly long period of time where like Canis showed up in the story, but she wasn't playable. And obviously, she didn't have a fucking craft essence, right? And like, not as a joke, because who the fuck like calls it Volman or whatever, right? And it was such a common craft essence. Yeah, the actual, the real Caneth CG, right? When I would bring it, I would always call it that. I used to be able to just casually say the Caneth blank, right? I used to be able to do that. It was great. And it was a very, very common craft essence back in the day, right? When you had less options, right? And especially when you say it quickly, you just blurt it out, right? Sometimes people would think you were saying Canis and not Caneth, right? So that's pretty much, so they're like, what Canis blank, right? That's the whole thing. And then it just became a dumb joke, and then they actually added Canis, and it got way worse. And then they actually added Canis blanks. There's like 3 of them now, right? So now it's just like a total mess. I don't see why you would say Volman. I mean, Canis is such a popular character, and there was no Canis back in the day, right? Like, I'm not gonna say all of the names of all of these craft essences. Like, fuck that. I don't remember any of this shit. Like, I remember Golden Sumo and K-Scope, right? And, like, we call it Cope Scope, for God's sakes, right? The other one? You have Elia Scope and Sakura Scope? Ain't nobody saying those actual names. Are you kidding me? I don't even know what Sakura Scope's thing is called. I have no idea. And, like, 2030 is, like, so easy because it's numbers, right? So you get that one. Imaginary numbers. What a dumb name. Of course you remember Golden Sumo. Don't roll your eyes at that. Look, chat. One dedicates to memory things that are worthy, right? And obviously, the best craft essence in the game, you have to dedicate to memory, chat. This is just, I mean, it's the best one. Like, of course you do that one. Don't be silly, chat. I actually do know, though, more craft essence names than I should. But look, like, my logic was sound, okay? Because back then, Canis wasn't a thing, and then definitely didn't have the thing, right? The pictures that give you stats, she didn't have one of those. And Caneth only had the one. So if you said Caneth thingy, right? Everyone knew what you were talking about. It was free. It was free real estate, right? Where, you know, some of the craft essences, you have to say their fucking name because it's too hard to figure out what the hell you're talking about otherwise, right? But that was a nice, easy one that no one needed to memorize, right? And then Canis came along with their stupid horse ears and ruined everything. Oh, great. I don't remember what any of this shit does. I want to say this does like 20k to the boss. And I think you were supposed to click it all of the time. I don't remember why. Just Lancers Master Zero. Fuck them. They don't matter. What? Aren't NPs garbage here? Why do I remember this? Why in God's name do I remember this? It's like one of the first shield is like blocks NP and one blocks crit and he loses one when you break the bar. I don't know why the fuck I remember this. Like, it has been a crazy long time. But yeah, I want to say NP gets freed up first. But yeah, I think your NP is like super garbage here. The only master's name I don't generally remember is Lancelot's, and I know how you spell his name. I don't know how you say it, and it's because one, it's Japanese, and there's a million people whose names are way too similar to his name. So fuck him. I just fuck him. Also, he's an idiot. So you know there is that. You get NP up with a little Man, I think this is... Don't you die if you get enough debuffs? Why do I remember this? This is a really weird fight, the more I remember it, though. Fuck it, fire everything. I have no idea if that's the right call or not, but, I think we're gonna need debuff clear. I don't think this is even remotely possible, though. I'm pretty sure that's the thing. Unless you have your own debuff clear, but she doesn't, so... Yeah, we'll try without it, but yeah, I think we're gonna need it. Ku would probably be fine because of his own debuff clear. I think it's if you get 5, you die when he NPs you. And I think when he NPs you, he can seal or something like that. Arjuna would wreck this because he's debuff immune. Like 10 turns. That's like the easiest solo ever. Yeah, unfortunately, she is so screwed because none of her toolkit just happens that her toolkit doesn't have anti-debuff. I should probably just reset. I don't think there's any way she can do it. That sucks. Yeah, really gimmicky fight. I mean, maybe he didn't have enough damage back then, but I don't think you're right. I think it was like we didn't have a very good Arjuna. Like I think I remember saying if he was more upgraded, he could have done it off memory. And he's been buffed and everything now, so. That happened a lot where we couldn't really test a unit. Like we'd had to, like they'd be like level 90 or you know, some shit. I love Arjuna still pops in every once in a while. Doesn't play FGO much. I mean, I don't play FGO much, to be fair. I'm playing it a bit more recently just because of the anniversary. And, you know, I play it a lot whenever they give me a reason to play it a lot. Like, if the main story drops, you know, or we'll play that and stuff. With all the filler crap, I'm just like, whatever. I guess you just blast him on turn 1 here. Might as well see red, press red. Chat, why doesn't she get a cool helmet? Why does FGO hate helmets so much? Like, man, there are very few servants with helmets. Like Leonidas, Mordred, Lancelot, And I guess Lion King in stage 1. It's not even a waifu thing. I mean, guys don't get helmets either. It's like, it's a media thing, man. Like movies, comic books, everything. They're just so anti-helmet. They gotta show off the hair and the eyes and all that. And like in FGO, it's stupid because you get 3 stages, so there's no reason you can't have like 1 stage with a helmet. Like fuck. Like Pynth has a helmet, but you're never gonna see that. Oh yeah, the cards that are on fire, you take damage. Yeah, it's right. Each one of these marks is like connected to a card that will hurt you if you use it. Which she does not give a crap about. Man, he's debuffing the hell out of us. Pretty bad luck. Like, even with the debuff clear, we've got 2 already. That's wild. BBB is really good here when crits aren't very good. I want to say the crit one goes away first. I don't really remember for sure, though. Oh yeah, I love he's immune to stun and charm, but he's not immune to petrify. So Medusa gets a real bonus here because of that. I guess I could wait. I should wait for him to NP, then I should remove the debuffs. Boy, Medusa's Saber will destroy this guy because she does petrify as well, and she's single target. Like, man, that's like bloody murder. I think I could have done the Mystic Code there, but whatever. Technically, I don't have to remove these, but probably fine. Oh, you get healed. And then she can heal herself. Can remove the burn. Very nice. Look at all that health. Oh yeah, she's got this. You just need the debuff clear and you're good. Then he puts 3 of them on me. That ain't right. At least we can get rid of one. Man, there's so many debuff clears now. You could I don't know if you can have a full hand of it, but you could be close. There's at least 4, I think. I guess crit stars are the best here. That's so overkill though. That's not even fair. Like, this boss could never win if you brought that much debuff clear. There'd be absolutely no tension. Pretty much have to do that every turn. We got the debuff clear back though, so we should be fine. Doorman could use some Christmas spirit. What? Santa Karna? Doesn't he have debuff immunity? So he can definitely do it. And he's single target, so. Oh yeah, he gets NP down at the end. It's all about the debuffs. No reason to clear the debuffs. There's only 2 on me and soon to be 1. Damn, she's sailing through this. 35,000 health, by the way. Yeah, she's absolutely wrecking this guy. Okay, now we want to do it. If I did rainbow chains, she'd have even more health. So that could be NPing more. But, see red, press red. I mean, she looks like if she played F-Go, she would have a max level Hercules. I'm just saying. You probably have a 120 Herc and a 120 Gwen. Okay, I don't really need the debuff clear on this one, so I think we got it. Yeah, talk about winning with flying colors there. All right. I need to use my tickets before the event ends. I keep forgetting. I think we used like one of them. Yeah, she was made to fuck up Beach. That was funny. I remember that. Asterios is probably pretty good there now with all the buffs and stuff. This icon, what is that? I have no idea. I can't. These icons just mean nothing to me. That's probably that dumbass like giant moon cancer like white screen one that took so. That fight took so long, dude. It was just like a Sclipius and mash or some shit for days. Oh my god. That was fucking cancer. Oh, Morgan, right? Oh, that's not so bad. That's an okay fight. Nothing we can use Darius on, though. I don't want to accidentally use the all-class one. I don't think I picked an archer yet. Yeah, I think I was, because I wanted to get, like, Tesla, Calamity Jane, and Arash, so we'll wait on that one. Tesla's is so good. Who never gets one of these? Dude, Canis is cool and all, but bro, that is not it. Like, girl, what is happening here? Jesus Christ, dude. Bobby and Kidus. Not bad. I don't know what for this one. Maybe Percival. Not bad. The Scathmon's funny because she just looks so pissed off. Like, she does not look happy to be here. Yawns isn't bad. Let me guess, Frankenstein dress? Yeah, every time. Pretty sure we saw that last time. Honestly, I kind of want to pick that one. It's kind of good. None of these are like mind-blowingly good though. They've definitely had better ones in the past, in my opinion. Like, I like plenty of the, okay, no, this one though, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's a fucking design. That should be a costume immediately. What's funny is if Miss Crane is making those outfits, Ushi probably doesn't realize it's a joke. Yeah, okay, it's definitely Mozart. I do love Asclepius, but like Mozart's is way too good there. I think I've picked Mozart's every time he's gotten one, and he's gotten like 3. Like his are just like always so fucking good. And isn't his artist is the Ort artist, isn't it? If I remember correctly. Dude's a fucking Chad. Probably 100 face on this one off memory. Yeah, there's really no competition on this one. I don't have an assassin one. Okay, well, never mind. Yeah, I think he does Darius and Mozart, and then I know he made Bull of Heaven. And he designed it a long time ago, but they used it in FGO. They've actually, like, they get him to do a lot of their designs that aren't people. And I've looked at, like, his stuff online before. That's what he really specializes in. He makes, like, monsters and, like, things. Like, he designed Gil's flying machine, right? He does a lot of stuff like that. And I love it. He's actually one of my favorite FGO artists, if not my favorite one. And, like, you can kind of see why, because they got him to make Ort, like, forever ago, right? Like, he made it way before FGO. And I'm glad when they decided to use Ort in FGO, they got him again. That was really nice. They're normally pretty consistent about that stuff. Yeah, see, what else did he do? I've noticed, I don't know how to describe it, but his, it's kind of like, I don't know how to put this into words. Yeah, let me find, like, an example here. It's kind of like this whole look here, like right here in the middle. Wait, do I have my mouse turned on? Oh my god, this whole time I haven't had my mouse on. Oops. Anyway, okay, well, my mouse is so small. I used to have a thing to make it bigger, but I'm too lazy. But like right here, this area, this kind of like color palette, that kind of like bronzy and that kind of like edgy stuff with the glowy green stuff. He does that a lot. Like, because the flying machine, right, has like the glowing bits and like Mozart's mask and all that kind of stuff. That's just a lot of his things just kind of have that look about them. I don't know really how to describe it. Where's Mozart? Like very like purple or green, like glowy stuff. You know, like this kind of look with his mask and like Mozart's mask and stuff. Just even if it's like objects, right? He just makes things kind of look that way, right? You got like the glowy green here and all that. Oh, let's see. He did Darius, Mozart, and Antonio, and then he's done a good chunk of craft. He's done all of like the Mozart craft essences. Yeah, he did the one we just got, that Mozart one they just did. He did the demon boar, right? Again, like not a person. And yeah, then he did Ort, obviously, which that's high profile as fuck. So, but yeah, he really specializes in making like statues and monsters and chariots and things like that. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of his. He probably is my favorite artist in here, actually. I really like, though, obviously the Karna artist, everyone likes him. The guy that does Hercules, I think, is really good. And I love that they got the guy that does Hercules to do Zeus, because that's his dad, right? That's awesome, and I think that they did a really good job with like making his avatar form look very similar. So that was really cool. Hope he does the other Ultimate ones if they ever get designs. I agree, but he probably won't. I think they'll probably get a different artist for every Ultimate one, I suspect. Oh yeah, he did Canis too. Yeah, you can kind of see that. Canis kind of has that look. But yeah, he's really good. But yeah, I do suspect they would probably get a different artist for every Ultimate one, especially the Ultimate ones that are more, like human, like the Venus and stuff. Dude, though, if I could pick anyone to do Type Jupiter, because Type Jupiter is my favorite, him 100%. Like, holy, because Type, Jupiter is kind of like a giant titan. They say it's kind of humanoidish. It's like pretty humanoid looking, but it's like this giant thing, right? Black cloud golem thing. Its center is like a raging storm. It's like a core, which is like its life. Sounds awesome. So yeah, I think he's the perfect artist for that. But yeah, there's a bunch of artists now, and there's a lot of cool shit. So that's one of my favorite things about FGO, and even the other games, right? It's really cool seeing the different artists and stuff. Because some of the artists, they just appeal to different people, right? Because like I don't like a lot of the extra, like over the top stuff normally, but I think the Orc guy does it spot on, which is crazy. But a lot of the more out there designs, I'm not a big fan of, but a lot of the more grounded ones, I am a fan of. But then some people, they like the more out there stuff, right? So, and they don't like the grounded stuff. Can someone give permission to Faust? I can just make Faust an MVP. I don't even know why I haven't done that already. Or VIP. I'm pretty sure VIPs can post stuff. There you go. We're gonna have to do that because of bots and spammers and stuff. We had one of those today. I was trying to like view bot or some crap. Damn, it's still not working. I don't. This happens for me sometimes where when people link me stuff in chat, it won't load. Like it'll just load me a blank picture. Like this is just a gray like picture of like there's no picture there. I don't know why the hell it does that. Yeah, it happens when Lost sends me stuff too. I remember Lost found a way around it. I don't remember what it was though. How much time do we have on these? Oh god. I mean, that's probably 1 week actually, I think. I don't think it's 1 day. You have to remove the revision part? The fuck? Oh, it's 1 day. Oh, fuck. I have to knock these out. We'll do that after the stream. I'll just like blitz whatever's left. Oh yeah, I still haven't done all the advanced quests. I've done all the hard ones. I haven't done like some of these trash mob ones. I've never bothered. Funnily enough, I did these on my ult account, I remember, but never did them on the main. I think we did them also on the Bazette account. God damn, that's a good CE though. Dude, that needs to be a costume, like holy fuck. And he's got another one, it's crazy good. The like the first one or whatever, it's like green and purple, it's like glowing green and stuff. Yeah, the Moon Cancer one takes so long. I'm not gonna do low stars for that one. I did it back in the day, I'm not doing it again. It takes way too long, dude. I'll probably bring like Jonah Arc or something, that'll probably make it a lot easier. Assuming it's the big one, like when you fight the ginormous like Moon Cancer entity thingy-majig. Yeah, it's like the wolf scarf one, yeah. Oh yeah, that's fuck, what is that guy's name? That's Tsukihime stuff. The vampire guy. He's on the list. I forget his name. That guy is really cool though. Yeah, fuck, what is that guy? I know who that is, I just don't remember his name. But yeah, he's one of the super vampire boys. Or the Dead Apostle or whatever the fuck. But yeah, it's one of the better designs, actually, in my opinion. Some of those guys look really lame, but I think that guy's really cool. Steve. Yeah, that's it. Definitely Steve. I like how the apostles try to claim Ort. It's kind of cute, right? It's because their logic is like when one of the vampires kills the other vampire, they take their place, right? And one of their geniuses, right, when Ort landed, one of their genius vampires was like, I'm gonna take care of this, don't even worry about it. And then obviously Ort, bitch slapped them into the next universe. And then they're like, oh, so, he's now gets the title, which Ort obviously doesn't give even the slightest fuck about. I just think it's really funny that they try to claim him like that when it's like, he's the ultimate one of the Ort cloud, you fucking clowns. Also, it's because he has like somewhat like vampiric abilities, which I actually think there is something to that, where, because these said, right, and I'm kind of sad FGO didn't expand on this, but maybe they will in the future, but they said back in the day that if they had done more with notes, that the moon would have been the second to last boss, right? So that's something kind of relevant. And obviously the moon is always up to bullshit. And the moon is the one that gives the vampires their vampiric qualities, right? And obviously Ort is up to no good because he's not even supposed to be there because he's not type Mercury, right? And he never helped the other types in all the stuff and notes, right? He wasn't helping them. And there's all this stuff with like him going to Earth with, like for a reason, right? Like the appointed time and stuff. They bring that up all the time. There's like this appointed time he's supposed to be awoken and shit. So something weird's going on, right? Type Mercury never showed up. We don't know why. Probably dead, but we don't know why. So type Mercury's missing. Type Ort is randomly there when he's not supposed to be. The moon's up to something, and then Ort has like somewhat vampiric abilities where he can like copy people's stuff. So it's like maybe the moon is like working with Ort to do some bull. Like I'm not like, I don't think I have a tinfoil hat on here. I think that's kind of obvious that that's something like that was in the works, because that's what Type Moon said, is that, you know, the moon was going to be the second to last boss of notes, right? So, and it's just obvious the moon's not really on the same page as the other types, and Ort is not on the same page as the other types. So, you know, I think, you know, there's something to that. But yeah, who knows? I hope someday we'll learn more stuff, because I think Notes is awesome. Some people hate it, but I love it. I want to see Jupiter really bad. Also, it sucks that Jupiter is like, I think clearly the strongest, because they say that Ort is not the strongest type. That's like a mistake everyone makes, is everyone just assumes Ort is the strongest type, but they just say he's not. They just straight up say Ort is not the strongest. He's not the weakest, but he's not the strongest. But they never say who is, but I think it's Jupiter, and it makes sense because, you know, have you seen Jupiter as a planet? It just super makes sense he's the strongest, and then the part that he's in, he's, I think, clearly got the strongest feats. But he just gets ganked. He's, like, unbeatable. Like, none of them can hurt him. He's, like, completely unstoppable, and he gets fucking slash emperored in the face. But, you know, anyone would die to that. Pluto is the strongest. Trust, I wish. Pluto is Raditz. I'm not, dude, no, Pluto is Raditz. He was first, and he died before the other ones even got there, right? Like, Pluto is just fucking Raditz. There's absolutely no way, and I think he is the weakest of the lot, so. Like, I'm sure Pluto is still so strong, he would, like, you know, embarrass most major lore characters, but, you know, clearly not as good as the other types here. God, I'm so behind. How much longer do we have on the free? I finished the second one because Bizette Bond, but I'm not that far along on this one. It's not. Look, I've only done it 7 times. Who's the Frieza? That's a good question, Kat. Who is the Frieza? I mean, planet killer, right? Leader of an empire. Posh. An idiot. Kills his own minions. I don't know if anyone really fits that bill. Probably a vampire, honestly. The vampires are pretty, like, head up their own ass. Ends in 1 day, but comes back on the 27th. I don't want to wait until the 27th. Want this shit over with. I hate extra classes, dude. They're so lame. Where the hell, dude, it's funny, my opinion would turn around so fast if they added Ort. Oh, I wonder how she does. Actually, I want to see that. Good enough. Type Glorp. I would not kill my underlings. I am so against that. Absolutely not. That is just bad use of resources. You actually don't even know how wrong that statement is. Like, when I would play Halo 1, 2, and 3 as a younger lad, I would, like, reset to checkpoint over and over again to keep the minions alive. Like, the Marines and the elites that would work with you. I would go through insane lengths. I kept the grunts alive on the fucking flood stage. You have no idea how much effort that took. Because grunts don't have, like, regenerating shields or anything, and they have no health. And I would like swap weapons with them to give them the best weapons possible. So I'd give the grunts like really good weapons to help them stay alive. Dude, I spent loads of time doing that. Like, I made it through the entire fucking flood stage and kept every single grunt alive. It's fucking insane, dude. Like, I put in work for the minions. Like, I am so team minion. I need Poi in here because Poi knows what I'm about. Like in Gundam, fuck the Gundams. I like the grunts. Grunts are where it's at, man. And like Cooler is the best of that family by a lot because he actually doesn't kill his minions. Always melee the grunts. It's funny, you son of a bitch. All right, let's I don't remember half of her shit, but she hit hard, so that'll do. I guess I just NP with everybody. Click the buttons. Cooler also hates Frieza. I know, good man. Look at all these great qualities. Hey, I try to keep the AI alive in EDF 5. Also, if I wasn't streaming, I would be resetting to keep them alive more. When I play EDF off stream, I go through great lengths to keep the AI alive. Also, in EDF, it helps a lot. And like, ask Cairo and Poi and all them, like the AI can carry you so much. Because when the enemy is just like swarming you with 10 million incredibly hard enemies, having some extra bodies is a pretty big deal. Like dude, like remember that stage we were stuck on for hours when we were streaming? We won because of the AI mechs. That's why we beat it. Like that shit was insane. Also, Hex, you really should play EDF 6 with us. It's a good game. Well, Mash can click the button. Is that really worth it though? Like Mash going burr? I think you just crit here. Dude, I love EDF. You know, I just don't understand. I love those games so much. It's one of my favorite game franchises, and it came out of nowhere, right? It was pretty late in my life compared to other stuff anyway, and it just all of a sudden, it's one of my favorite game franchises of all time. EDF 6 does have some real down parts though, like, it's good, and the second DLC is really picking up steam, so I'm enjoying that. But like the late middle of the campaign was really boring, and then the first DLC was bad until like the last 5 missions, so that was kind of a letdown. Like EDF 5, I think overall had more like balanced quality. I'll play PvZ again someday. That was an amazing game. That's another game that I played later in life that kind of just blew me out of the water. I was very late to the party on that one. Yeah, EDF just surprised me because I had been aware of it for a very long time. Because like you would see clips of it and stuff on like what was that gaming TV channel? Fuck, I don't remember what it was called. It was like this was so long ago. What the hell was that called? Tech TV originally, and it was something else. Like G4 or something like that. And I think it had a different name before that. Whatever. Anyway, you would occasionally see stuff like that, and so I was aware of it in like when it was EDF 1, EDF 2, but it was like this niche thing, you know, in Japan. And when I would just see clips of it, it just looked like Dynasty Warriors kind of gameplay, right? Really easy and stuff. And it can be. You can play EDF on like lower difficulties, or you can over farm and things like that. You can get carried in co-op. There's plenty of ways to make EDF like a Dynasty Warriors game. But so anyway, it took me forever to try it. It was on. I was like, I don't see the point. I don't really like those kind of easy pace roll games. And then one of those times, it was on sale for like $1, you know, and I was like, fuck it, I'll get it. And I didn't even play it. I just had it, but I didn't play it. It sat in my Steam library for ages. And then one of the times, I was just bored. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll try it out. And I remember this, when I first booted up EDF 5, I picked Fencer, which Fencer is the hardest to understand when you jump in. And he's got this incredibly awkward movement. The default weapons don't let him dash jump, and it's just so awkward. And it just feels horrible. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And I just turned it off. I think I've maybe beat the first stage, and I just turned it off. I was like, that was awkward and whack. And then one time, like, me and Cairo were just kind of bored. And I was like, why don't we try this EDF game? And we played it co-op, and you know, I learned more about it, and then I had so much fun with it. And then I realized, oh, this game can actually be really hard, and there's class depth. I remember like on stage like 2 or 3, I started to realize there was like real class depth like Wing Diver played very different from Fencer, and there was all these little things you could learn to be way better at the class, like the dash jumping and all that kind of crap. And then I just got so into it. Ever since then I got so into it. God, I love that series. Huge fan. Cannot wait for the next one. Which, you know, maybe is soon. Hard to say. They don't pump those games out, honestly, that fast. Even though they're on EDF 6, the franchise has actually been around for so long that it's not really that many games. See ya, King. Yeah, I should probably wrap up soon. I need to eat and then whatnot. And I want to play EDF. Might do that with Poi and them after the stream if they're available. I'm sure PvZ was probably like PvZ 2 or whatnot. I can't imagine them messing with the first one. I haven't played PvZ in a while, so. I mean, it depends on the stage, right? Because when they like come from behind sometimes, like enemies could drop on you and stuff. Oh yeah, wait, did Ushi do well? I didn't even pay attention. That was actually my first time using her, I think. Do it again. Beastly knows. Beastly knows. Armored Core 4, by the way. Gen 4 is the best, man. I know Beastly, I think, is mixed about that. But, man, Gen 4 is just too good. Gen 3, 4, and 6 is where it's at, man. I just hope Gen 6 gets another game. Like, please, God. We need this. FromSoft did say that... Okay, almost 2 million. That's not too bad. But FromSoft said more Armored Core is coming. Okay, can they, like, not be screaming? Well, I can do this, but I lose my stars. I think she takes all of your stars, no matter how many you have. Now, she takes 50, so I should have cast this last turn, because then I'd have way more than 50, and I could still crit. Oh. Never mind, none of it matters. You just NP with her twice and you win. Yeah, you don't even need to do Jolter's NP and stuff. You could just double NP with her and get it over with nice and quick. God, how many times do I have to do this stage? Ugh. And the freebies end in a day. I'm doomed. At least I got the second class done. Get a buff that gives them healing received plus. God, that is the kind of garbage that they would do. And these side ones are super expensive. And look, there's so many of them to still get. Basically, every side one still needs to be cotton, which are the most expensive. So we're not even halfway. They're so boring, though. I don't know if I ever did 50 for any of them. Let's see. Let's look at Saber. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay. I did for Saber. That's probably the only one. It's easier when there's only one, because, like, I have done 50 this time. They're just split between the two different classes. Yeah, definitely not. Although close, because of the other ones being done one time. That was actually quite close. Yeah, you can tell I'm just on these. I'm just stopping once I'm done with the class tree. I'm like, fuck this. Yeah, it's around 30. Oh yeah, fuck, I didn't even do these. Fuck. F go, man. Look, I'm more into EDF, alright? 12 hours of farming stream? No. That sounds miserable. Okay, chat, I need to go get dinner. That was a fun little F go diversion. We didn't really get to do anything, though, with Darius and Shakespeare, because this game and no replay value. Well, we'll find a time. I really do want to do something with Darius, though. He's got so much damage now. Farm Grand Order. Yeah, it really is turning into that as time goes on. And it always was, you know, a lot of farming, but I think it's way more now. Because there's just less to do. Anyways, we will raid Cairo. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Probably EDF tomorrow. Oh, you guys always got to do that. And then fucking Beastly.